Welcome to Busy Gardening with Mrs. Busybody. Hey everybody, my name is Lovey. I'm a new gardener here in Zone 8B, South Carolina, starting our journey to growing our own homegrown fruits, nuts, and vegetables. I hope that you join me on my journey as I start building our garden from the very start and enjoy what you see. I ask that you take time and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment from time to time and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my journey. Hey everybody, it's me, Mrs. Busybody. I am out here today to up-pot my grapevines. They arrived 2 days ago, and so it's time to get them potted up in their temporary home for the winter. Come along with me. This is how they arrive, well packaged, and some nice established vines that have plenty of nodules on them. And two are roots and one is a cutting. And so the cutting we will have to propagate and make it root. And I'll be bringing y'all along on both processes. Me up-potting my 2 Concord rooted grapevines and me rooting my 1 grapevine that right now the name of it is slipping me. I'll have that for y'all up on the screen. Stay tuned. Okay. So right now I'm just about to open them up. I see that they have been wrapped very nice. I see paper towel or some kind of napkin directly on the branch. And then they have been labeled 2 Concord grapes. And that one, here we go. I'll tell y'all the name in a minute. It's on there. But I'm gonna need this, so I'm just gonna take that off, save it for later. And I'll put it down in the pot that I'm gonna need to use. I think I gotta run in the garage and get the other black pot. So I'm gonna put the 2 Concord grapes together and then root the other one by itself. Ooh, they are nice and moist. As I open them up, the paper towel is still very, very moist. And find the beginning of it and unroll it. Okay. Here they are. My 2 rooted Concord grapes. Let's take that off. I'm gonna put this in the compost bin and a piece of paper towel. But wow, look at the roots on those babies. Some nice roots. Yes, that looks really, really nice. And this one has 2 leads. And see, as you can tell, this is the older stem and this is the newer lead on there. Okay. Well, y'all gonna get a home today right here in this pot. So let me hurry. And I'm not gonna take this one out until I'm ready to propagate it. And this is an American, this is my plum tree. Oh, I ordered the 2 plums. These from the same seller on Etsy. And I'll be having the link posted in the description. And this is my American plum tree. Yay! I didn't even know that. I thought this was the other grape. Yeah. So the plum tree is getting a home today too. Okay. Yay, and I'm seeing plenty of little nodules on it. I don't know if y'all will be able to see all of the nodules on the plum tree. And this is a 2-year-old plum. Hey, y'all behave. Okay, so this is my plum tree and not the bare root grape. Correction, as I'm always having to correct myself. But okay. So what I'm about to do now is go ahead and start mixing up my soil for my grapes, and they came with instructions not to fertilize, put them in some earthy soil. But I'm gonna drag over one of my raised bed bags, because that's the soil that I have right now. I don't want to use any of my reworked soil in case there were larvae down in it from bugs, you know. So I wanted to have some good soil to start establishing their roots. So I'll be right back as I go and grab a bag from over. And what I want to mix my soil in is in my wagon, because I might use a bigger pot, one of my bigger pots over there. Yeah, that'll make sense. The pot. And I bought some of my sand out because I do know that grapes like a kind of sandy soil. So we are definitely going to be putting some sand. And this is desert sand, not sea sand, desert sand over in my grapes, mixing it in with the soil. And I got some peat moss as well. Back with the bag of raised bed and potting mix. And we are going to be using this pot. And so for right now, I don't know, should I put them in their own 1-gallon pots? I believe so. So I'm gonna run over to the barn and grab the other one like this. And try not to walk in any dog poop. Stop crying. Stay on this side of me. Move. Try not to get wrangled by his lead. And this is the pot that my lovely neighbor from down the road and up the corner in the cul-de-sac, the one that gave me all of those other pots, he gave me this beautiful big ceramic pot. And this is what my plum tree is gonna start her life in. I knew I was gonna have something to put her in. So what I wanna do is move these stools, because the plum tree is definitely going in the greenhouse. And then these 2 pots are for my grapevines. So I'm gonna move these stools here, because this is where my plum tree pot has to go. And so I haven't been using my garden stools anyway. Definitely keeping my Concord grape tag. And that's the tag that came with Deacon, which is another black lace, I don't know if y'all can see it, black lace Sambuca elderberry. Here you go. black lace sambuca elderberry, and that's Deacon. We're gonna have a whole congregation out here, I told y'all. Yep, a whole congregation. Hallelujah. There ain't gonna be much mixing. All I'm really adding is making sure that my grapes have some sand in their mix. Might have some success. I don't want no little pieces of plastic that my dogs eat and everything they see. Yep, it ripped open really fairly easy. There you go. I think it would just be better if I just dump some. This taking too much time. Dump. That should be enough for those 2 pots for my grape. There they are. Snug as a bug in a rug in their new home. Nice sized grape cuttings. Okay. They are ready. We're going to water them in. Not too much, but water them in, you know. So that the roots get some moisture. Okay, that's it. I should have not watered them on top of the tarp, but I'm about to move that tarp. What are they eating? Plastic of some sort. Well, the news ain't eating like they was back in the day. Okay. Well, those are my Concord grapes. And they are ready to catch roots in their new home. And I'll be right back as I prepare the soil for my American Plum Tree. Alright, I'm going to sit y'all back where y'all were before. And move these grapes to the side. Let them get some sunlight, daylight, for now. And I'm not fertilizing the plum tree either. And this is gonna take a nice amount of this bag. So that's a nice size. 5 gallon bag? I don't know. What size it is? I'm gonna take a look at the label. I hope I didn't pour out too much soil that time. I usually got a good eyeball for when I'm sorting out soil. I always seem to make just enough soil. So I think this is about it. This is going to be it for the American Plum. And what I'm doing right now is just sifting through the soil and making sure ain't no big clumps, no big sticks or rocks. I haven't really seen too many rocks in this Kellogg's raised bed potting mix. It's a pretty good mixture for your garden because it also has some nutrients in it. So without fertilizing, the grapes get a little fertilization without fertilizing. I guess that's why they said use some of your yard soil, but this ground is too hard right now. I really don't know where I'm going to be planting them, and for right now they may just go in 5-gallon buckets until they are a much longer vine. I really didn't want the 5-gallon bucket aesthetic in my yard, but I think that's what I would go for when I pot them from these 1-gallon pots that I got them in. Okay, that soil looks pretty good. So, a few little bigger pieces of bark still, not too bad. And I am not going to fertilize this plum tree either. And I believe we may be down to my last 10% of my battery. So let me get this done quickly. Yeah, I might put some sand in this soil too. I don't know what plum trees. Bit of sand. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lift apart. Make sure I got all sides. And then just dump it down in the pot, half of it, or most of it, before I put the plum tree in. Save some to top it with. So we're just gonna make sure I got the soil moist. Waste some rainwater. And we're about to open her up. Save this tag and put it around the tree. And it's pretty much wrapped the same way in a plastic bag, and the roots are wrapped in very, very, very wet paper towel. Come on out. Always find something to tug over. And where they got that glove from, I have no idea. There's the beginning of the paper towel. And it's still very, very soaking wet. So they did a great job in making sure that the roots stayed moist. Great job. You can see how wet that still is. It's very, very moist. So I'm gonna hurry up because I know my battery is running low and I don't want y'all to miss the ending of, oh, look at those roots. Oh, pretty color. And I'm just gonna tickle them a little bit to loosen them up. And there's a couple of very strong stems in here, roots. And we just gonna loosen them up and spread it out. Okay, American Plum, we're gonna think of a name for you. Make sure the whole root is covered. Okay. And we'll probably have to add more soil. Down. Water her in. Need some more rainwater. Just getting watered in with some rainwater. And it has nice drainage hole in the bottom. And really quickly before my phone goes dead, let me show y'all the plum. And here she is, standing at least 3 feet tall or 2.5 feet. I'll have to measure her to see how much she's grown, but I definitely will keep a journal on her height and measurements as she gets older. And so I'm just gonna push this pot. See, that's why I wanted to get it, the pot where I wanted it to sit before I put the soil in it, because it gets heavy. I have to have my son help me. And so I'm just gonna make sure that she is nice and secure. Okay. And right now I got the grapes just sitting out in the sun, but they will be right here in the front and center. Well, family, thank you for coming along on me uppotting my grapevines and my American plum tree. And in the next video, hopefully I'll have my grape cutting that I will be propagating, and I'll have the brand of that grape with y'all, for y'all too. Until the next time, I will plant you now and pluck you later. Hopefully we're gonna be plucking some grapes, y'all, and some plums.